The World Cup is the best football party the planet has to offer. But in Russia, not everyone is celebrating. This is British gay rights campaigner Peter Tatchell, detained in Moscow while protesting against Russia's treatment of LGBT people. And he's far from the only person who's decided the World Cup has a use, but it's not for fun. Ukrainian filmmaker Oleg Sentsov is starving himself in a Siberian prison, timed to cause Russian authorities maximum World Cup discomfort. They jailed him for 20 years on terror charges, though he says it was for opposing Russia's annexation of Crimea. Sentsov is supported by international organizations like Human Rights Watch and Russians too. Oscar-nominated Russian director Andrei Zvyagintsev is one of them.
The man acted as a true patriot for his country. To turn him by force into a citizen of the Russian Federation and to judge him by Russian law as a terrorist simply by being someone who set some doors on fire is an absolutely disproportionate response. It's outrageous.
Recent presidential candidate and TV personality Ksenia Sobchak says she's given Vladimir Putin a list of political prisoners to be released, including Sentsov.
Well, I talked to him on the 18th day of his starvation period, and I hope that he will be released because it's unfair, and I support the movement for freedom for Oleg Sentsov.
Perhaps it's because of World Cup attention, perhaps it's for other reasons, but in the past week, President Putin of Russia and President Poroshenko of Ukraine talked about a prisoner swap. Ukraine wants 64 people returned, Sentsov among them, whereas Russia wants to have back captured soldiers and journalists like Kirill Vyshinsky, the local editor of a Russian news agency in Ukraine.
Amnesty International is campaigning on the World Cup too. It wants to draw attention to human rights workers in Russia's 11 host cities.
We would like that people know that there is not only Vladimir Putin, Alexei Navalny that work and live in Russia, but a myriad of people that on daily basis are fighting for justice and dignity in the country.
Hosting the World Cup means Russia is in the international spotlight for the next month. Rights campaigners are hoping some of that light can also shine on them. Rory, Challands, Al Jazeera, Moscow.